Frank, you guys picked up your sixth win of the season. It seemed like there's a lot of excitement with the guys. Can you try and what's the mood of the team?
It was just a great feeling, especially being here for a very long time and finally getting the job done. But it's not over yet. We still got to go out there and execute and play this weekend and hopefully advance to the championship. But it was just a great feeling. Just happy for Coach Traylor and the staff. And it was a great win for us on the road.
You guys are still in the mix here for the West Division of Conference USA. You guys talk about that any?
He kind of brought it up to us, but we just got to go out there and play this next game. Not really worry about that. Everything take care of itself and just control what you can control.
What do you focused on here against North Texas? What are some of the things they do, and what do you guys have to do to come out with the win?
We got to just start fast, finish strong. We got to do good with the play action fakes that we do, and we got to rush the ball really well so it can open up everything for us, the pass game, and everything else in that aspect. And we got to go out there and execute the game plan to a T and just keep straining because those guys are pretty good.
Okay, Greg.
Frank, you mentioned talking a little bit about the conference race, but what do you guys know about how that's going to be determined or how they might break any ties or things like that with the weird schedule?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know anything about all that. I just know that this next game, we have to win it and how we're looking at it. So we don't really get caught up into all that. I'm sure Coach Traylor knows. He didn't really address that to us. So it's just better that we don't know. We just go out there and execute and worry about this game.
I feel like with how hard you guys have worked to get to that point and how important it is to you to finish near the top, that you guys would be more plugged into that. What goes into the mindset of not getting too invested into that sort of thing?
You got to go out there and grind and just keep playing every game. Our next game is the most important game, and that's the North Texas game. You get caught up into all that, then you'll go out there and play for a different reason. You got to go out there and execute this game, and everything take care of itself.
Are you approaching this week like it could be your last game of the season? I know there's a lot of uncertainty with the schedule. What's the mindset in that regard?
Well, this week, this year has been crazy. So with the coronavirus and everything else, so you gotta anticipate every game is your last game. You gotta anticipate every practice your last practice. Especially this year, you can't take anything for granted because you never know when it will be your last. So of course we're doing that, but we have done it every other week, so nothing has changed.
It's an especially interesting situation for the seniors on your team who maybe it's their last game, maybe they have more games this season, or maybe they could even come back next year. What's your conversations been like with those guys about their future?
Actually, I'm a senior, if y'all didn't know that. I am about to graduate. I did have a lot of years to play, but I know this year is pretty crazy with this year not counting, so technically they can't come back. Coach Traylor's already addressed that, but we're going to do that at the end of this game, and he's going to address all that. But it's just a great feeling for them to go out there and lead us and play for those guys this game. And we have quite a few seniors, so it was very emotional for them and for us to go out there and play for them.
Have you talked to any of them at all? Like, hey, if you guys come back, we could have something special next year. Or do you have any of those conversations between players?
Not yet, because I don't know who is going to go and who is going to come back. Like Coach said, he'll talk about that after the game. So once that is addressed, I for sure will be trying to recruit some of those guys to stay.
And how about for you individually? What did you take away from your game against Southern Miss? How did you evaluate your play?
I came out 2 missed throws, two big throws that I should have capitalized on. Could have been a game changer. And the pick, I just kind of overthrew him. I probably should just took it and run it and ran it, but it got away from me. Just stuff like that. I got to commit to those opportunities because those are game changers. But at the end of the day, we won, and at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. I could care less about my performance, even though I do need to get better. As long as we win, it's a team game, a team sport. So.
Was there anything different about the offense or maybe the defensive look that you saw, or was it just missing some throws compared to the week before when you had so much success against UTEP?
I probably just missing a few throws. Nothing the defense did, nothing the offense did, nothing nobody did. It's just in myself. I'm just got to go out there and just get those guys a chance because they'll make plays for me.